Number 22. Given the domain -3, -1, 0, 2, and 5 for the following functions, find the range. Okay, on this one right here, you're going to put negative parentheses squared minus parentheses minus 6. And then you're going to put -3, -1, 0, 2, and 5 in those parentheses. I would just graph this and trace it to get the answers, okay? I'm going to have to do this by hand, unfortunately. So I'm going to put -3's in here, roll or light. -3 squared is 9. That's going to be -9 plus 3 minus 6. So my first answer is -12. This is a bummer doing it this way. Plug in -1, -1. You get -1 plus 1 minus 6. That's going to be a -6 for the second number. If I plug in 0, I'll get -6. If I plug in 2, I'll get -4 minus 2 minus 6. If I plug in 2, that's 2 times 2 is 4, -4, -2, -6, that's going to be -12. And if I plug in 5, 5 squared is 25, that's going to be a -25, minus 5 minus 6 is going to be -36. So these right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are my 5 domains, or my 5 ranges. And right here, let's do this. Then you'll plug in the numbers. Okay, so plug in -3. -3 plus 3 is 0. 0 squared is 0. 0 minus 5 is -5. I did that real quick. I would just graph this and then trace to these numbers and get your answers. That's the easiest way. Put in a -1. -1 plus 3 is 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 5 is a -1. Plug in 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. Plug in 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 squared is 25, and 25 minus 5 is 20. Plug in a 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 squared is 64, and 64 minus 5 is a 59. So these are for my 5 ranges here. Did a lot of that in my brain. Remember, the easiest thing is to graph that equation and trace to those numbers. And now then, let's go to right here. Determine the value of C that makes the equations perfect squares. Remember, you divide by 2, you get -8, and then you square it, don't you? So 64 is this one, a plus 64. Right here, divide by 2, you get 5. Square 5 plus 25. This is going to be plus 25. Divide by 2 again, you get -6. Square that -6 and you get plus 36. So you divide by 2 and square it, right? Divide by 2 and square it. In Algebra 1, these are usually going to be even, so divide by 2, okay? So these numbers right here make these perfect squares. That was a blast.